Hello grade 3s. Today for our first additional language we will be doing a comprehension. I will read through the poem with you. I will explain any words that might be new that you are not aware of, and then we will quickly look at some questions about the poem together. Let's get started. This poem is called Animals, a rhyming poem. Rhyming poem means that the sounds at the end of the sentences will sound the same, so they rhyme. Animals live in many places, in water, grass, and trees. Some hop, some jump, some climb, while others run with ease. Animals can swim in lakes or fly high in the sky. Smaller ones crawl under rocks for a shady place to lie. Whales dive deep to look for food in an ocean or a sea. And bees buzz among the flowers, gathering nectar happily. If I could be an animal, perhaps a deer or bear, I would live wild in the woods and run from here to there. The end. So if we look at the words that are at the back of these sentences, we can hear they sound the same. Let's look, for example, at the first two sentences. The last word of the first sentence is trees. The last word of the second sentence, ease. Trees, ease. They sound the same. The same with sentence 3 and 4. Sky, lie. Can you hear that they sound the same? That is how we know that this is a rhyming poem. Let's quickly discuss any new words. The first word is in the fourth sentence, shady. Shady means somewhere where there is a covering where the sun cannot get to you. So under a tree or under a roof, under an umbrella, something that puts its reflection onto the ground, covering an animal or a person from the sun. In the next sentence about bees, where they say, and bees buzz among the flowers, gathering nectar happily. Gathering means to collect, so they will go from flower to flower and collect the nectar. The nectar is the sweet part inside the flower, like the syrup that's in the flower. And they take that back to their hive where they will make honey. Let's now look at the questions. Remember, when we do our comprehension answers, we always have to answer the sentences in a full sentence. So starting with a capital letter, ending with a full stop, every answer, unless they give us the words name or list, then we can do one-word answers. So let's get started. The first question is, name 3 places where animals live. If I cannot remember this, please go back to your poem and look for the answer. In the first line, I have found the answer. In water, grass, and trees. Now, because they have used the word name, all that you need to do is write down these 3 words with commas in between. Water, grass, and trees. Question number 2. What do animals do in lakes and in the sky? They did not say name or list. So I know I have to answer in a full sentence starting with a capital letter. I will go back to my poem. Animals can swim in lakes or fly high in the sky. You are allowed if you find the answer in the story, you are allowed to copy that sentence exactly like it is from the poem into your answer space. Number 3. Which animals can crawl under rocks? Smaller ones crawl under rocks or for a shady place to lie. You may copy that whole sentence, or you can just say, smaller animals crawl under rocks. End of sentence. Remember, a capital letter and a full stop. Number 4. Name 3 animals you know that live in the sea. Now they have given us that word, name. So you can just write a list of any 3 animals that you know of that live in the sea. If I go back to my poem, I will see that that answer cannot be found inside my poem. But that is not a problem. Sometimes they just want us to think a little bit with our own brain. So you can name any 3 animals that you know that lives in the sea. For example, dolphins, whales, sharks, starfish, seahorse, fish, eels, rays. You are allowed to use any 3 animals, and you can just list their names again with a comma in between each animal. And then question number 5, find 2 nouns in the poem. Now, to be able to do this question, we have to know what a noun is. Can you still remember what nouns are? A noun is something that I can see and touch. So it is usually an object, a person, or a place. Now, I can go back into my poem and I can look for any 2 words that I see that is something I can touch. For example, in the first line, I can already see animals. I can touch animals. Water, I can touch. Grass, I can touch. Trees, I can touch. So I can use any of these words. I need to use 2 words. If you want to go and look in the poem for other words, you are also welcome to do that. For example, rocks is something I can touch. Whales is something I can touch. A bear is something that I can touch. But think carefully when you choose a word. Can I hold that thing in my hand? Is it something that I can hold and touch? If it is not something I can hold, then I cannot use that word. And again, they've just given you there a small space. You can just write down any 2 nouns that you have found from the poem. Okay, grade 3s, now you are going to go in your workbooks and complete this comprehension on your own. Once you return to school, we will check and mark all your work. Good luck.